All set up here, and hope you all are doing well. Let's see, here we go. And okay. Let's see. I wanted to talk a little bit this evening about and do a meditation about our soul mission, our soul purpose, and how we can step into that and activate that. So many of you know that I do Akashic Records readings and past life regressions for people. And when a client comes in, often people will say, one of the questions they have for the Akashic Records or just in general is, what am I meant to be doing with my life? Why am I here? They know there's something that their soul has set out for them. There's a reason that they're in this, that they've chosen to incarnate in the body they're in, and they have something that their soul is set out for them to do. So the trick is that we're born into each life with this divine law of amnesia. We don't have memory of what it is that our soul set out for us. And that's a good thing, because what would be the fun of that, right? It's kind of like the process. We go through a process of uncovering, kind of like dusting off the jewels that are within our heart, that are within our soul of who we've been and what we're here to, how we're here to be of service in the world, to leave the world a better place than when we came in this life. So, everything happens for a reason. So we go through, different parts, like the hero's journey, which I highly recommend looking at the tarot, because the tarot really explains kind of how we go through these different human experiences, and trials and tribulations and learning and growth and different phases of our life as part of our soul growth process. And so it's, if we just kind of woke up and, at age 7, we knew exactly what we were supposed to do, and we were on point and on purpose. Some people have that, but for most of us, we have lessons that we're here to learn. We all have lessons that we're here to learn. And we need to go through hard situations often to learn that lesson. And then to then step into our soul purpose later in life. So, but the energies on Earth are right now very conducive, and we're all being asked, as we're in this new shift in consciousness, the age of Aquarius. We're babies in the age of Aquarius, and then in the Mayan calendar that began in 2012. Some say the date's a little different, but 2012 is what I believe, and I've been taught to be of service to humanity. Most of the human population has been asleep for thousands of years, and we've been controlled and we've been manipulated, and we still see that happening in our society, especially the past few years. And so a lot of us, if you're listening, chances are you very well may be a light worker, and your mission is to help people awaken, maybe not as specifically awaken, but to really help us remember who we are, to help, that we are divine beings filled with light, filled with psychic powers to co-create our reality, and just remember that we have abundance as our birthright, that we are intrinsically connected with the earth. And this is really the 5D way of living. So we each have different roles to play in this shift in consciousness. Some of us are teachers, that's me. Some of us are more advocates, some of us are more healers, some of us are more warriors. I have a little bit of all those in me. And some of us are here to simply just hold a high vibration and be in that vibration of love and give that off so other people can feel it around us, which is very important. So if you don't know, which one is you, well, the good place to start is tackling the ego, the fears, doubts, worries of that natural part of ourself, that socially created identity is part of, being human. But the ego is going to come up with all kinds of reasons to keep us in our comfort zone, to keep us in what's familiar, to keep us small, to keep us in the small self versus the expansive self where we are sharing our gifts. And a lot of the ego has to do also with past life trauma. We've been persecuted in past lives. We've been told, that we're bad or dangerous, or we've been shamed, or we've been abused. And that gets in our cellular memory, it gets in our bones. And so there's a lot of stuff, we go through these processes in our life to heal that, to clear that stuff, to remove the shadows, so then our light can fully shine. So of course I did this in my own life, and a lot of you know that. I wrote a book about it recently, Tools for the Awakening Soul. A lot of you have it probably. If you don't, I invite you to pick it up. And I went through a process of getting life coaching, doing a lot of writing tools to clear the ego, identifying the ego, and then trying to be like, what is this negative voice in my head, and why, when does it show up, and what does it say to me? And I'm not my thoughts, and this voice is telling me I can't and I shouldn't, and what if this, and people might that, and it's really coming up with any reason it can to hold me back from taking risks, from putting myself out there, from doing something that's a little different, but that my heart is longing for. And how do you know, right? How do we know? It's like, how do we know what our intuition is guiding us towards? It's the feeling. It keeps coming back, or you keep hearing about something, you keep wondering about it. It's coming back to you for a reason. And the ego will come up with all kinds of analyzing reasons why, we're too busy, don't have enough money, don't like it, it's not the right time, blah, 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 like all kinds of excuses to, again, keep us small, to keep us in our safe place. So for me personally, I had to go through all that stuff. I ended up also receiving hypnotherapy, and to help me develop my confidence to start this business where I share all this stuff with you all. And recently, a big step for me was clearing away past life trauma, to really write this book and put out my thoughts and my own personal stories, and the stories of clients, but a lot of it was just my own thoughts and beliefs into a package to share with others. And man, that was really scary, because it activated a lot of like, am I going to be safe? Are people going to ostracize me? Like, kind of they're irrational, right? They're irrational thoughts. Are they going to find me out and, drown me again or kick me out of the village again? So, I've done this myself, and it's an ongoing process. Of course, meditation is key to just learn to identify those negative thoughts of the ego and try to, be like, what, is this me? No, it's not. Do I really believe that? Is that really true? And just dissect it, pick it apart, looking at childhood, things that parents often said that can contribute to limiting beliefs. A lot of it's held in the subconscious. So I've been blessed to go through this myself. And of course, I do this with clients. And part of the reason I wanted to share this with you all tonight is that I'm going to be offering a new iteration of this intuitive guide certificate program, where I teach people you go through this process yourselves. People in this program go through all the things I just talked about: hypnotherapy themselves, inner child healing, clearing the ego, learning about meditation, and then also learning how to read the Akashic Records, which is a very powerful way to get soul level information. Like, what is my purpose? What are my gifts? What is my past life trauma? That, oh my gosh, I could just talk like all night about the Akashic Records and how powerful and amazing it's been for me to go get soul guidance about my business, about anything in all the different situations in my life, problems with family, or, just confusing situations with friends, or whatever it is. So in that program, I teach you how to do that and to do readings for others, which is a huge source of my income right now. I do readings for people from all over the world. It's just very attractive to people. So in that program, I'll be teaching you how to do what I do, basically. And you walk through the process of experiencing going through your own inner process yourself. You obviously are receiving, it's like, kind of your own life coaching program. And then you'll be learning how to teach others. But the way that we can really teach others and be of service is by embodying it ourselves and going through it and knowing what it's like to go through this, transformation process of separation from ego. And it's really all designed to help you align with your higher self and be guided by your higher self in all that you do and with your intuition. So this is the third year I will have done this program. It's a 10-month program, and I literally have my last class for the current program tomorrow night. So this class is going to be starting in January, and it's just it's a beautiful way to get support from a small group of other people going through this experience with you. And of course, a big part of the program is also marketing and teaching you, I call it 5D marketing, spirit coming from the soul. How do you share your light on a website? How can you talk to people in a real way that feels good from the heart on social media, that doesn't feel salesy and doesn't feel like, whatever things we kind of see sometimes other people doing, it feels it's using these tools of technology and internet for light. We use them for light. I'm here on these, big brother-ish platforms on big Instagram and Facebook. But I use them for light, transmuting it to connect with people. So how can you, from that heart place, come up with a vision or a vibration of who it is that you're speaking with, who's your ideal client, who it is vibrationally you're connected with. A lot of it's an earlier version of yourself that you are going to be speaking to, and then you're just speaking to them. You're not trying to speak to everybody else. That can mess us up big time. I can tell you from personal experience, but just connecting that heart, and using words that speak to them. And so part of the program is all learning about that, valuing yourself and your offerings to charge money, which is the current form of abundance and currency, right? Is money. Eventually it could be other things. And transmuting that as well to the, I'm offering light, I'm doing God's work, and I deserve this, and just really honoring and building up your confidence in yourself and the gifts you're offering that are transforming people's lives. So I'm going to share the link to that. If you're interested, check it out, read through the page. There's a video there. There's some pictures. I'm going to be doing a talk with a few past people who've done the program in the past in a few weeks here live. So if you want to hear from them, stay tuned for that. And then there's a little intake form there where you can just fill out answer some questions about why, if you're ready for this, why that you think you're ready, what doing this program could do for you. And then we'll have a conversation if seems right. So, but in the meantime, let's do some meditation. So, to bring in our light, to really activate that. All right. So let's take a moment and connect in. So you can close your eyes and take a deep breath and then let it out really slowly. Another deep breath, hold, expand the air into the lungs and heart, and then slowly exhale, begin to relax every muscle. One last deep breath in. Make a really full cleansing breath, filling up every crevice in your lungs and in your upper body, and then slowly, slowly exhaling it out, emptying out any low vibrational stuff that doesn't belong. Just let it flow out. Now just allowing your breath to flow naturally. Just settling in. Noticing the in and out flows, your breath flows out of your lungs and into your lungs, out of your abdomen and into your abdomen. It flows through the bloodstream. And we're not actually fully aware of what exactly is happening in our bodies with this oxygen entering our blood, but we feel it. We can imagine it. As you begin to intentionally breathe this air, feel that you're bringing in light. What would that be like to just breathe in this beautiful oxygenated light? And allow that to soak in Flow into your lungs, flow into your cells, be absorbed into your organs and tissues, and your body's just soaking up this light like a sponge. And imagine that this light is now moving around. It's now entered your body and it's got some work to do. It's going to circulate around, it's going to flow. It's going to help you cleanse and clear your body of any blockages, of any places where there's obstacles or some sort of barrier. Feel the light beginning to come in now through the top of your head, through your heart. Feel different colors, like ribbons. These ribbons of light moving through your body, your light body. We have a few angels here with us this evening. Archangel Uriel and Archangel Michael. And Uriel's energy is gentle. It's like somebody just nudging you along, encouraging you to move forward on a path at your own pace, reminding you you can do it. And Archangel Michael is here to help clear away any doubt that you may have about your abilities to move forward, to clear away any fear that you may have about being safe in a variety of ways. And so feel these angels just kind of walking around, circulating around you, circling around you as if they're helping to move energy, as if they're doing energy work on you. You feel their magnificent wings, sometimes spreading and beating, and feel that wind generated from their wings, just activating you, energizing you. You feel as if there's been like a battery, a fuel cell placed deep within your belly, down behind your heart, below your heart, a few feet, maybe not quite, maybe a foot below your Tan Tien center, your power center. It's like behind and below your solar plexus, a little bit above the belly button, maybe a little bit below. Feel this activation, this energy, your power source building, getting stronger. You can do this. You've done this before. It is time. You are ready. These are the messages that these divine beings are sending your way. And you know there's still maybe some fear, but that means that you're moving in the right place. Feel that fear. What is that fear like in your body? Just notice it for a moment. If you were to push, do something that scares you a little, but you know is right, what does that feeling feel like? Where is in your body? What is it doing? Just take a moment to observe that. Often the fear is about rejection or being enough, being liked. Maybe it's just being safe. Just push down through it like you're pushing away curtains, some heavy curtains, going backstage in a theater. You're pushing through those curtains. What is this about? Can I move through this? Can I dissect it? Can I process it? And feel yourself energetically doing that. Breathing through it. You have time. One step at a time. One step forward. Every day, a small step even. As you feel yourself pushing through, moving through the fear, the doubt, the worry, the self-defeating thoughts, feel the light being activated more and more. Feel the light getting stronger within your power center, within your body. The light has more space to shine when we clear away the dense debris, the gunk, the junk in our bodies that doesn't belong, the fears of the ego. Feel the light just shining through the crevasses, through the cracks, and it shines more and more and brighter, and it takes up more space until it fills your heart. And your heart is just glowing, beaming out light. Just incredible rays, like the most beautiful sunrise you can imagine, shining out of your heart. And these rays are beginning to touch others. Others you know, maybe those you don't know. And they're drawn to your light. They want that light. They want to feel that light as well. And so they don't know why often, but they come to you. They gravitate towards you. Maybe if she or he did this, maybe I can do it too. Maybe they can help me. Maybe they're like me and they understand me. And this gives me great comfort. This is where I belong. I resonate. I vibrate in a similar frequency with that person, with you. They're out there and they're waiting for your frequency to be broadcast, for your light to shine. They're just waiting. So feel this light. And feel how your soul just beams and glows as you begin to activate and step closer to your soul mission, to being of service, to sharing your light and your gifts in whatever way you're meant to. You don't know, you don't need to know how, you just know that it's coming. And so we call upon these angels, Archangel Uriel in particular right now, to help. Just call upon Uriel or any other divine being to help guide you forward, to help illuminate the next step on the path for you. And we ask Archangel Michael to help you feel the courage to take that step, to move past fear, to step into your light. Jump off that diving board, close your eyes and dive in. And this will set you free. So see yourself talking to people, offering services, sitting, guiding others, teaching, maybe just being. See and feel yourself. What is your future like? What does it feel like to be in your highest vibrational state? See your face smiling, see the light emanating from your heart and your body. And feel how you move in the flow of your life, knowing that you're aligning with your purpose, knowing that you are doing your soul work. It's like putting on a glove that just fits, it just feels right. So whenever you're ready, you can come into gratitude. Just bring your hands in prayer position to your heart center, over your heart, just giving thanks for this archangel guidance, for this space, for this opportunity to feel and know yourself in your highest vibrational state, your highest and best timeline. And give thanks to them before the fact for helping you step into your gifts, to share your light, to activate your soul mission. Thank you. And taking a deep breath in, slow exhale, come back into your body, stretching out. And then whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes. So I hope that was helpful in some way. That was fun, right? Maybe you saw yourself doing something, maybe you just felt it. We all have different senses, right? Some people we see, sometimes we feel, sometimes we hear things. But just know that that is there for you, that we just actually kind of connected in with a blueprint of your future self and brought in, oh my gosh, angel energy cannot go wrong with angel energy, archangel energy, just tapping into a frequency. And when you ask, they respond. So just notice what comes into your life the next few days, weeks. Notice what their synchronicities are. They're going to send things your way. If there's some stuff that still needs to be cleared, you're going to see there's opportunities to do that. So that's what they do. They help shift energy. They help create opportunities for us to grow in the way we ask. So for those of you who are here, thank you for being here. Know that you were meant to be here. And those of you listening later, same thing. And check out this intuitive guide certificate program I'm offering. It's called the Soulful Work Method, which is kind of named after my business, as you can guess. I'm going to post the link here in different places. I'll put it on Instagram as well. Figure out how to do that. And reach out if you have a question or if you are curious about what this work is like. This is one of my greatest joys, is to teach people, kind of what I do. And we all have, of course, our own ways of doing it. It's not like people are going to do things that I do the way I do it, but I've worked with people in the past who've done, started doing Reiki or shamanic Reiki, animal communication, just massage and incorporating that into massage, working with different specialties, like working with people in trauma, working with women, just kind of building their confidence. So it's really interesting to see people who've done different things with this work and really just stepped into their light. So that's all I got for this evening. Thank you all for being here. Actually, I meant to share the link here on Instagram. I didn't do that. And yeah, these are crazy times, right? There's all kinds of interesting things going on politically. And I know some people are happy about election results and some people are not happy, but honestly, it's 3D. We're moving away from 3D. And we are moving into 5D. And so anything, like, it's all circus, the world is a circus. So let's not give too much energy to the political realm, because it's, we create our own reality. We create our own, 5D earth. And if we believe that we can be controlled, then we will. If we believe that we can create our own realities, then we will. That's important to remember. All right. Thanks to you all. Thank you all for being here. wishing you much love, many blessings. Feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions about this program, and I will be back in, I don't know if it'll be next week. I don't know if it's next week, the week after. Next week, I'm doing a tarot class. So if you want to learn how to read tarot, I'm doing an intro to tarot. It's a virtual workshop it's part of the New Earth Collective that I offer. It's a community that meets monthly, and yeah, we do different guest speakers, and I like to teach different things. So that's what we're doing. We're also doing an in-person gathering on Sunday at my friend Amy Arsenal's house. We'll be doing art in nature and doing a cacao ceremony. So it's going to be really beautiful. So if you're in Maine, you want to come check that out, come join us. And if you want to learn to do the tarot, I'll be posting that here as well. So, all right. Much love, many blessings. Bye, everyone.